It is now Thursday, the 6th of July. We are a long way from Gettysburg, and this is the battlefield of Antietam. It took place on the 17th of September 1862. This was the bloodiest single day of the American Civil War. On that day, 23,000 men were either killed or wounded on this battlefield. The beauty of the Maryland countryside here belies the horror of what took place here. The battle itself was considered a Union victory because Robert E. Lee evacuated or retired from the battlefield, but the losses to the Union men were far higher. This is the remnants of scaffolding being taken down after a big event that took place here about a week ago. The guns here are somewhat disfigured by the stand of a projection box, which is probably on the spot for the event they had here. This is the imposing memorial on the battlefield. It was on this high ground, or this high ridge that I'm standing on, that Lee decided to take his position to fight the Union troops under General McClellan. This is the visitor center, which is an excellent exhibition hall, and as you can see, the high ground here gave a commanding view of any approaching troops. Visitor Center, Antietam National Battlefield. Well, let's go and have a look at some of the particular features of this battlefield. Some of the monuments and bronze artwork is quite spectacular. Have a look at this. This gives a much clearer view of what the Sunken road was like. It's mostly hollow today, but it was a great area for cover for the defenders. The troops trying to take it through these cornfields.
You make it?
This is the view down towards the Antietam Creek in that general direction. And we'll go that way. During the battle, this bridge had to be taken by the Union troops in order to get across this river, and this caused a mighty problem for General Burnside, whose corps had to take it. This bridge is only 12 feet wide and a major bottleneck in getting soldiers across it. General Burnside's men advanced from this side and attempting to cross this bridge against the sharpshooter fire of Confederate snipers up on this rise. Relatively few men held off a whole Army Corps here for about 4 hours. This is the view from the Union side, where the massed troops of Burnside's units attempted to cross this bridge against sharpshooter and sniper fire from this high ground on the far side. A very difficult task indeed. The beauty of this spot actually belies the horror that took place here 150 years ago. This is the Antietam stream, far too wide and too deep at this point for soldiers to have waded over. So you can understand the necessity to capture this bridge. And this is the view downstream. This is the visitor center at the Newmarket Historic Battlefield in the Shenandoah Valley. And these are many of the historic buildings that either existed at the time or have been restored to their original condition. We're never very far from a major highway in this part of the country, and it does sort of detract somewhat from the historical ambience of the whole place. Bushong House was here at the time of the battle in 1864. I'm now approaching the Field of Lost Shoes, a most unusual name for this paddock here. And what happened was, when the cadets of the Virginia Military Institute charged across here, this ground was an absolute quagmire, and most of the men lost their shoes in the mud. But they kept going, and thus it's today called the Field of Lost Shoes.